Hello everybody, I hope you are well today. This is for the spring vernal equinox which we are about to step into on March the 20th this year in the Northern Hemisphere. So I thought we'd go on a little journey in our minds with some Celtic Reiki today. So I want to start by just painting a picture. Take a breath in from the earth element and breathe out any aches and pains. Take a second breath in from the air above you and breathe out any anxiety. Take a third breath from the water element and breathe out any sadness. And finally, take a breath in from the sun above you and breathe out any anger and frustration. And then settle your breathing down into its natural rhythm, feeling a bit more calm and centered within your body, mind and spirit. Now, I'd like you to imagine the scene as I paint it in front of you. Visualize a stone circle with 8 stones set in spherical shape, each marking one of the spokes of the pagan wheel. Beyond this stone circle lies a river, taking energy and emotions out towards the sea, and along the edge of this river are the big older trees with half of their feet, their roots in the water bank and half on the dry land of the field that stretches out towards them. Fern. As you focus on this tree whose wood I hold up now, I want you to cast your eyes down the trunk of it. And when your eyes meet the earth, you can feel your roots merging and pushing downwards, growing into the older trees. As I swing this pendulum to absorb this energy of Alder, which stands for success and learning, and now hold it over you to release that energy over you of this beautiful tree, which is a member of the birch family and one of the pioneers of the wood. It helps you keep good counsel. It helps you with divination, protection. It helps you to make the right choices with guidance and intuition. It also helps you to rebirth. Being reborn from the floods of the womb or the floods that have engulfed your life, giving you a foundation of inner strength. Release, release, release. This pendulum releases its energy as you become fully grounded and fully present in this landscape which we will do the healing in. I'm just going to let the pendulum spin until it has ceased, when it will be happy with what you have received. Okay. Take a breath in and breathe out again. Now I want you to imagine a candle flame at the center of your being. And imagine that flame glowing and growing and pushing it out to either side of you. Push it out to the front and the back. Push it out above and below until it encompasses your whole auric field. Take another breath in, breathe out. That's it, relax and relax. It's a beautiful spring day in this visualization. You can hear the birds tweeting and singing or hammering on the woods as they call out for their mates and start busily collecting wood for their nests. A breeze gently caresses your skin and you can feel it ruffling your hair. And in the distance, scampering off at great speed, you spot one of the hares, one of the symbols of this time of year. And we don't often see them, but at spring, before the grass has grown tall, we can catch sight of them, moving forward with their life, as you are about to do the same. So we've grounded, we've protected, and now we are going to call on the Celtic angel guide who is here to help you today, called an Amanchara in Irish. A bright light materializes, beautiful green, and as you watch this light, a figure starts to materialize, showing you this beautiful being, this Amanchara, who appears a little bit like fairy and a little bit like angel. The being smiles at you, flowing robes of light wash around you, and you are filled with a sense of love. When this being has fully materialized and brought his or her energy to you today, the being stretches out a hand which you grasp, and then you are guided to walk towards the circle with your Celtic angel, your Amanchara. Feel the softness under your feet as you come to the heel stone, which is set slightly outside, just a small marker holding the energy of the circle of stones. The grey stone now starts to resound and hum with energy, the very same stone that I cleanse you with now, running the whole down your center line, clearing any anguish, any worry, any pain through the little hole of this Preseli blue stone. Take a breath in and release as the angel smiles at you, telling you that we are about to step into summer. You pause outside the center ring of stones, and then you take a step through them and into the summertime. Immediately you are bathed in warmth from the warm sun, and you are guided towards a patch of flowers with a maiden weeping. She arranges and picks up the flowers, murmuring to herself. She notices you and your anamchara. She stands up, wiping those tears away. She tells you that her name is Aramed, and that she weeps over the grave of her brother Miach. She tells you that the Irish god Didianchach, who was her and her brother's father, was jealous of this boy Miach because his healing skills were more advanced than that of his father. She tells you that the father struck him with a sword first time, and Miach healed himself of that wound. The father struck him a second time, and Miach successfully healed himself again, and a third time. But on the fourth one, the father's rage was so jealous that Miach could not work the healing for himself. Aramed tells you that she visits this place every day, and she soon started to notice that where Miach lay, each day a different flower or healing herb would sprout up, and that she realized that these could heal body, mind and spirit. But her father found them one day there, and in another fit of jealous rage picked up the cape that she laid these blooms on and shook them to the four directions of the wind so that they spread around the world as they drifted on the breezes, so that we may all benefit. She wipes her eyes and she says, I am guardian of this place. And she gives you a little calico bag. You move a little closer and you start to look on the ground. And you first notice crocuses opening up to the sun. First flowers of spring, gently reminding you to open to the beauty and the softness of the world. Even though things might seem harsh and inhospitable at the moment, trust in the process. Open and accept the possibility that there is love and magic surrounding you always. You pick a couple of the blooms and put them into your bag. Then you notice daffodils pushing up very quickly and opening their bright yellow faces, bringing perception, trumpeting the joy of freedom, helping you to learn to be yourself. Daffodils want you to see the light of spring and summer, to perceive the beauty and perfection and wholeness that is you, just as you are. It is time to release any self-doubt and revel in the freedom and weightlessness from endless chores, and to welcome the new possibilities. You pick one of the blooms now, putting it into your bag. Now, as you stand watching, rosemary pushes upwards and opens the violet flowers, bringing clarity, asking you, who are you really? It infuses your body as you pick some and crush it between your hands, smelling that wonderful fragrance, bringing security and clarity to your spirit. Especially helpful if you feel you have lost a connection with the real world. Rosemary helps you feel fully embodied and grounded so that you are better able to remember who you truly are. Breathe in its fragrance again as you put the sprig into your bag. Then, as you look down again, you notice chickweed blooming, bringing tolerance in. It is tough and it knows its power as the beautiful little star white flowers open, shining light towards you despite of challenges and tough circumstances. When you need to make a difficult decision, the chickweed can help strengthen the self-confidence and understanding so that you can tap into your own inner wisdom, grace, and passion. You bend down now, picking the tiny little blooms, some of the leaves as well, putting them into your pouch. Take a breath in, putting your nose into the bag, smelling the bitter, sweet fragrances, clearing your head, feeling it work throughout your body. As now, in this magic circle, time moves on towards the summer months. And first of all, a stargazer lily beautifully grows very quickly upwards, opening her purple petals. The stamens dance on the breeze. Careful you don't put your nose too close, or you'll have yellow stains from the pollen reminding you that lilies are there. Surrender to the fragrance as she asks you to surrender to unconditional love that the universe will bring towards you. letting down the barriers and surrendering and surrounding your heart. Let go of any unloving thoughts, any self-sabotage. You are always enough. You pick the flower. Again, breathing in that beautiful fragrance and drop it into your pouch. Your Anamchara points up as you see a rainbow reaching towards the ground where you stand. And dandelions open their faces, the original pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Dandelions help you release. Let it go, the angel says. This flower wants you to listen to the messages of your body, sending you to release attachments that are no longer necessary in this soul journey. The angel takes her special dagger and just cuts away some of these cords and ties that you don't need anymore. Whatever you are hanging on to, dandelion and your Anamchara will help you to tease them away and to release. You pick a flower and some leaves, and the angel then hands you her knife, telling you to cut some root out, which can be put into the oven and baked and ground down to help you with your intuition. It is also a diuretic, so it helps you release toxins that are no longer needed anymore. Then, when you look back at the earth, your dandelions that are there have miraculously moved forward and gone to seed. Pick one of the blooms now and blow your wishes away on the breeze. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, moving a little further onwards into summer, the chamomile sprouts out on the next patch where Miach lies. Even on a cloudy day, the sun shines. It is just obscured behind cloud. Chamomile reminds you that even when faced with challenges and difficulties, your soul's warmth and serenity is always present within you. Chamomile soothes you and calms you, helping you weather any storms in a relaxed way. You pick some of the blooms, putting them into your pouch to make a relaxing herbal tea with later. And finally, the last flower that we come to today grows and shows up as echinacea, helping you with your consciousness. It stimulates and it awakens, helping to break up and release outdated personal stories, emotions and attachments which your angel has already helped you to remove. Do not hold back from positive growth or self-realization, and Equinox will help you awaken the awareness of your true self when you have forgotten or lost the connection. You pick a bloom or two and put them into your bag. Aramid smiles. She is so glad that you came today and that Miach's healing herbs and flowers have helped you and will help you in the future. She then bends down and starts to tend to the earth on her brother's grave. And your Amanchara now takes your hand to leave the circle. The angel takes you down towards the riverbank where the older trees are growing. The angel gives you a coin and tells you to pick some of the new fresh leaves. The angel tells you to wrap the leaves around the coin and then gives you a piece of thread to tie them in, telling you to manifest success for yourself from your solar plexus as you do so. Success in your business, success in your home life, and success in knowing yourself and keeping that positive attitude. Keeping the good counsel with the elements of fire from the sun and water from the riverbank. This tree is sacred to Venus, especially when it is in the sign of Pisces. Finish tying the knot, still focusing that attention from your solar plexus, and put your leaf-wrapped coin into your herb bag to place on your desk or your altar. Now, the Anamchara tells you to find one of the trees where you can sit down, resting your back against the trunk. The angel tells you that Alder has your back. Then the angel tells you to place your hands onto the earth and ground this experience into you, body, mind, and spirit. Take a breath in and breathe down into the base of your body. You then thank the angel who smiles benevolently at you. And as I ground you with this petrified wood, your angel tells you that they are always with you, only a thought away. And then it dematerializes. The green and white light shrinks until it becomes a tiny little orb, to be blown away also on the breeze, leaving you resting contentedly at the riverbank beside the stone circle, knowing that now that you know the way, you can visit Aramed any time you need to get blooms and healing herbs, or just to rest here and be still. Take another breath in and breathe down. And I'm going to leave you here in this beautiful spot by the flowing river.